police officers are hurt while clearing out a homeless encampment in Kalamazoo. Police make several arrests today as the city was clearing out the Ampersee Avenue encampment for the second time this week.
Yeah, things got tense quickly today. News Channel 3's Mike Krafsik spent the day at that encampment site on Ampersee Avenue, where police say about 50 people remained there until the site was cleared out for good at noon today.
We're gonna move him. Just give us a second.
A chaotic scene unfolds at the Ampersee Avenue encampment when more than 24 Kalamazoo public safety officers move in.
I will not go.
The city working to clear out the homeless encampment for the second time this week. With people living in tents and makeshift shelters, Kalamazoo officials say this was a source of long-standing crime and health concerns. Police cited 3 people for trespassing, including this man, who says he was there to help his friend move out.
The officer that arrested me was doing their best to disseminate a lot of aggression.
Altogether, 7 people were arrested, police say, including these outside agitators seen wearing black clothing. They face charges ranging from felonious assault to resisting arrest. Police say one of the agitators was armed. Some of them even threatened our cameras.
Get out of here. You want to break your camera?
One agitator hit an officer on the head with a flagpole. The officer pepper sprayed him, police say. 4 officers suffered minor injuries.
Not a single message included any language around what can I do to help.
Kalamazoo Mayor David Anderson says nobody he's heard from in the community is offering solutions. City officials say services are still available to help residents, but only to those who want them.
At the core, we cannot reach in from the outside and change someone's life without their participation.
Tonight, the employees of a local Target distribution center say just one day after being informed they would not be getting the raise they'd been hoping for, they became the target of a cruel joke. But was it intentional or just a big misunderstanding? Tonight, News Channel 3's Maria Serrano joins us to explain what happened and why Target officials are now apologizing.
Not one of those that I read was uplifting, positive.
On Wednesday, some Target distribution center employees in Galesburg opening up fortune cookies after their shift.
What were some of the messages?
I see money in your future. It is not yours, though. The fortune you seek is in another cookie.
While our cameras were rolling, employee James Campbell opened up 2 other fortune cookies.
Maybe. This one again, the fortune you seek is in another cookie. Again, not very positive. This cookie fell on the ground. Why would I want to eat that?
That's what the message says?
Correct, yeah.
On Tuesday, one day before this incident, Target announcing they're giving employees for all distribution centers during the 2 predicted busiest weeks of the holiday season $2 extra an hour. Campbell says that's far less than they deserve.
And then we received the cookies a day later, and unintentional,
Must have been frustrating.
Very.
Campbell says the discouraging messages inside these fortune cookies have driven him and other employees to a breaking point.
Felt like a direct stab to the employees that work here, especially, like I said, when I can leave the key I'm currently on, come back and make more money than I currently am. Just doesn't quite seem right. The employees seem pretty disgruntled and disappointed by this, and then just the fact that it took the news getting involved to get any kind of apology.
In our search for answers, a Target spokesperson told News Channel 3 they're highly confident it was a very honest mistake. They sent us a statement that reads in part, "At Target, we take our team members' concerns seriously, and we work directly with them to quickly address any issues. We provided snacks to the team this week, including fortune cookies with pre-printed messages inside. We've looked into this and are confident Target did not have any hand in choosing the written fortunes. They were simply the messages that came in the fortune cookies."
Someone dropped the ball. Sure, we'll never find out who. Definitely a big fail. I feel that we should be treated better.
Thousands of airline travelers across the country are stranded due to widespread flight cancellations.
And our Hannah Knowles, just one of many impacted this weekend. She joins us live now. Hannah, you actually had to miss work yesterday morning because you were stuck in Chicago with no way home.
A travel nightmare, to say the least, that so many others are dealing with right now, Kirk and Laura. After being delayed 6+ times, I finally boarded my initial flight with American Airlines out of Tucson, Arizona yesterday, which then took me to Dallas, Texas, and then took me to Chicago. And then after that, by the time I finally landed, well, there was no other flights to catch, no trains running, and no available rental cars to get me home to Kalamazoo. Now, during this time, I documented all of my travel woes on social media, posting to my Instagram story, keeping people informed on what was happening. I also posted to my Facebook, many of you commenting similar stories about recent travel headaches. Now, according to Flight Tracker, FlightAware, American Airlines canceled 302 of its flights this weekend. 517 flights, like mine, were delayed. Then it comes to Southwest Airlines, by far the biggest impact, canceling more than 1,400 flights this weekend, with more than 1,200 flights delayed. Now, this all comes as the airline companies face the December 8th date for the federal vaccine mandate. If airlines do not comply, they could potentially lose government funding. Last Monday, Southwest announced all employees must be vaccinated in order to remain at the airline. JetBlue, United Airlines, and American Airlines also officially on that list. Now, the pilots union for American Airlines estimates roughly 30% of the pilots are currently unvaccinated. And if you have travel plans this morning, I highly suggest checking your flight status multiple times before you arrive at the airport and have a backup plan in place in case something goes wrong.